So it's about 1:15, maybe 9:30. We've been in here about 7 hours just hiding from the rain in this umbrella. It's going to be one of the weirdest camps I've ever done, like. This wee heater has pretty much saved us. We were planning on having a fire as our plan B camp, but so much for the weather clearing up after 6. At least the rain's calmed down, but still heavy enough to soak you if you went outside. Aye, it's not far away. Definitely, if we were on the other side of that mountain, we would know about it with the wind like. Just watch where you put your feet. Okay. Well, that's the size of the tent. Fucking stairs. Mate, I think it's fair to say we'll not be pitching up here today. I think we'll just be getting out of here. Let's get back to that path. I might do the same though. I'm getting my aim back for falling in the river back in June. Oh. Oh, the path. I'm really glad there's a path on this thing, like. Right, can we agree? We're not going up a mountain anymore. Let's go. Welcome back to the adventures, everyone. I think it's fair to say me and David have had enough of this adventure. We're going back down to the cars and we're going to be going to either Loch Venica or Loch Acre, assuming they're not flooded. So it's just too windy today, unfortunately, which is annoying because tomorrow's to be a really nice day and you're going to miss out on it.
I know, typical, it's always the same, isn't it?
So
as soon as I'm back to work, the sun comes out.
Aye, it's been like that all week, mate. You can see the mountains for the house and then boom, your day off work, it's, well, you can clearly see, mate, it's not pretty, is it? So we'll head back down at the car. You've just seen the state of the place up there, and me and my runny nose are going to Loch Venica or Loch Acre for hopefully a nice relaxed camp tonight. Might get a bit of rain as well. So the video should still be interesting to watch because I'm going to find out if this is waterproof or not after having to repair it. David's got his Hilleberg Striker, which I'll see for the first time. It's a Hilleberg that I'm very well aware of, but I've never obviously owned it, and I've never obviously seen it in person, but David obviously owns one, so we'll get to see that. David's also got quite a fancy looking tarp, which will be quite interesting as well, and well, the view from this little bit here is quite nice, so I'm going to go and get the tent up, get everything set up inside, and actually just try and chill out. So check out this little tarp kind of shelter setup thing, quite cool. So that's the name of it there. Got a type of umbrella kind of system. You definitely get maybe 3 or 4 people in here at a push. Nice wee door that you can tie back up here. And then you've got a nice wee view outside into, well, as you can clearly hear, rain. So I was camped up here last year, and this is where I was, right there where the water is. So that just shows you, you know, the water's usually way out there, and that's why I kind of wanted to take on a hill, because I know most areas would be flooded, and I knew if we got the tents up, we'd be fine, but the weather was just too bad. That's where we were, up Ben Ledi. Just a few hours ago, trying to get up there to the top. Ben Enan over there. And then behind the tents, I was up Ben Jannu probably about 3 weeks ago now, and I'd done that camp. The weather was much calmer than what we're getting now.
If the rain goes off, I can open money and things just for extra ventilation, huh?
Yeah, that's the only thing now, enough that you pour it up. See, I've got the fire pit out in case we use it.
Aye, definitely. I'll probably use it anyway, might as well. Unless you want to keep a bit for tomorrow, but if you want to use it, we'll use it.
If I'm going anywhere, it'll be up a hill. That's why I'm like desperate to get things dried. I just didn't see it happening, unfortunately. I'm trying to remember how you did.
Well, I thought it was the mesh one you got. I've got the same one as you. I thought it was that mesh one you.
Yeah, I've got both.
That'll be ideal because you could just sit them, see them wet logs there, just run the edge of it and let it dry off with the heat coming off it.
I was going to actually brine just the mesh one, but I lost it. And I thought, well,
they don't last long, do they?
They don't last long, but they're good for like walking.
Yeah, I suppose, aye.
Just
the sea carrying wood, but see if you're guaranteed to find dead wood lying about, but sea carrying wood. See that time we done
so?
The Via Forest?
Aye.
That was murder.
We carried a bag each, didn't we?
I had a big dry bag full for the house because I had the log burner, so I had logs at the house, so I filled that up and I was knackered by the time I got there. First time using it as well.
Just like I said, I just tried to say it, I'm like...
The size is the kind of hole on it.
It's a big line. Just a big line, mate. It's not really like a specific like round hole. It's like a big line, you just slid along the stove.
I didn't expect much for £90 because the good bivvies are like £200 or £300 and this was 89, so I thought that'll do, but it's better than I thought.
It keeps the water off you. That's all you can ask for.
No.
So that's the fire pit up, should we need it. I think David's got a good suggestion with that gas heater. Honestly, this rain goes off, you could just open the vent here.
Yeah, be on here.
Be warm enough. It's not to go too low, like on lower ground.
Plenty of vents under there, do you know what I mean? There might even be an issue with the vent.
It's not like a Hilleberg where it's all the way down. But nah, it's not to go too low, like on lower ground, up on Ben Ledi I think it was to go down to like, you know, maybe 0 tonight, but I think it's like 4 degrees. A beautiful building over there, cracking driving by it. Again, I always love driving by that building. Hilleberg Stiker. Right, so David's actually came over and helped. Let's get under here before the rain gets on the lens again.
Rain will just drip down on you, mate.
Well, at least the camera's under, I'm not bothered about me. Oh, it's nice spacious tent, I tell you what, it's quite warm in here.
It's a bit bigger than the Alac, but I don't know if it is, like, dimensions wise. I don't know if, because you would easily get two in here. That's my foam mat there and this is the sleep mat there, so I don't know if it's just a bit wider or if it's just my head.
See the pockets, is it just one either side?
One up here, one up there, aye.
Right, alright, so it's just kind of corner to corner.
Yeah. Not bad, man.
And just like the Hilleberg Soulo, it's one massive vent at the top here.
Aye.
That allows the air to come in from all directions, all the way around the tent. You know, so it's actually a pretty good design. Yeah, nice wee tent. But you definitely get two in here, you know, easily, and you've got a vestibule each. So that's nice.
I'm pretty sure if you seen, I don't know if it was a guy in the Solo unclipping some of the tent and bringing it back and cooking in it so you had more cooking space.
Yeah, you just unclip.
You seen that, aye?
You just unclip stuff like that.
Aye, aye.
Bring the inner down.
Handy, yeah.
Yeah. I've done it with the Solo myself, right?
But I'll not get cold in it anyway. I think that's the Pipe Beam 600, I can't even remember if that's what it's called.
I remember you saying that a lot home in the
Aye,
house.
Pipe Beam 600. Come too bad for 1,085 grams, can't complain. Something price though. I paid about $250 for it and I think it's at $350 now.
What's your thoughts on the Nemo Tensor?
Oh, a bit.
You liking it? I did notice you got the Tensor.
Use it all the time now, unless it's summer. But no,
So
I don't think I would have another mat now. I've not had any issues with it.
I've got the Tensor as well. Best mat.
Brilliant.
Probably one of the best mats. I rate the Seed to Summit.
But
But
you had
Tensors
last
are-
camp, no? Last video?
Last video was...
You had one you liked that,
yeah, the
aye.
Tensor.
No, your last video, the most recent video, or maybe it was the second.
That is the one.
Was it?
The one up Mail Nantamarkin.
Kind of silver mat? White or silver?
Silver. Oh, that would have been the one with Monty. That's a Naturehike mat.
Was it? That might
Yeah.
have been that one, you really liked that, quite comfortable.
Yeah. That's a nice mat. Up 90 quid for a, I think it's 8.9 R value sleeping mat, which seems to be quite warm. It's probably on par with the Nemo Tensor, right?
Yeah.
For warmth, like it's certainly no
Wait, what's
cold.
the weight and pack size like?
I can't remember the
Is it
pack
kinda
size.
similar?
The pack size good. The weight, something's telling me it's 650, but I'm just kind of pulling the number out of my brain there, so I can't remember every stat.
Too much stuff to remember about.
Oh, it's murder when you own so much camping gear. There's the vestibule space. That'll be the same at the other side. And as you can hear and see now, less than ideal conditions for camping in. This wee shelter David's brought's definitely safe to camp, like. So you'd need a tarp tonight. Wouldn't fancy putting a tarp up in this rain. Don't mind setting up camp if the rain comes after I've set everything up, but when you get a day like this when the rain comes just as you arrive at the camp spot, it's annoying, like. So this thing's quite quick to set up. I was watching David do it. It's certainly less than 5 minutes. And it's very spacious in here. I think this will be a much shorter video than planned. It's going to be probably dark in the next half an hour. You can probably tell it's getting darker in here now.
Getting that way.
So, nah, it's been raining non-stop since we got here. Just I wish it's just started half an hour later when the tents were up. A wee bit annoyed that the rain came on just as I was setting up the tent, especially mine being an inner pitch. So by the time I actually got the fly sheet over, the inner was soaking, so I can't even tell if it's leaking or not because the inner's already wet. So I'll need to find out another camp now. But yeah, it's nice to get in here. You would have seen the heater. I've got a fire pit there. I've just stuck the heater on top of it. It's hard to tell because it's getting a wee bit darker, but the fire pit's there and the heater's on top of it. That just raises the heater up a wee bit. And honestly, trying to dry out some clothes as well from the hike. So I might be doing another camp tomorrow night because the weather's to be much better than this. But I've only got the one gas canister, so I need to make sure that there's some gas in that for Sunday morning because it's to go down to -5 tomorrow night in the hills. But it's nice to be in here. Nice warm shelter, and there's a wee bit of space at the bottom, but it's not that high that it's too drafty. But a wee bit of ventilation there as well. Safe to say it's not going to clear anytime soon. Time to get the water in.
Just use what you need to use, mate.
Should be enough. You don't need a lot for the boil in the bags. Don't worry about there.
I've got enough there. I'll just use it for my pot to do after I've used it.
Don't know about far. Oh yeah, it's quite hot.
It's getting a good bit of heat in here now, man. It's nice. Very nice. Looks like tuna pasta, but it's chicken on it, so
might taste the chicken then. Definitely wanting this hot tonight. Look how cold it is.
This will be mediocre because it's pasta, but the pot noodle will warm me up anyway.
Yep, safe to say the rain's getting heavy. I'm now burning my hand with boiling water. Alright folks, so I'm having a hunter's chicken. This is, well, thanks to David basically. So I'm gonna eat this. I'll let you know what I think of it. And just listen to the rain. As you can tell, it's not light, it's torrential. So that hunter's chicken, which David kindly gave me, really nice. I really enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like was it was quite quick to eat, a bit like a Wayfarer meal. I always feel that Wayfarer meals, so yeah, sometimes there's just not enough inside the packet. But tasted really nice anyway. This is it here. So it's similar to a Wayfarer meal, and it's the same weight. 300 grams is usually the weight of the average Wayfarer meal. I think a few of their puddings or maybe 200 grams, so you're saving a wee bit there. But that was quite nice. Just going to listen to the rain now, and I've turned the heater off. I'm going to change the gas canisters over, and that'll be it. I think the rain's to be on until pretty much bedtime, which is 10 o'clock tonight. So I don't think we'll be having a wee fire in the fire pit, which I set up earlier, which is kind of annoying. It's been non-stop heavy rain for about 3 hours now, as you can hear. Aye. This was meant to go off by now, so I'm quite glad we didn't get to the top of Ben Lady. Sometimes that's what happens when you get a storm, and sometimes just hang about that little bit longer than you want. What?
It's like one of the storm poles come in here, aye?
Well, you see that? I just got slapped in the face by a tent pole.
I'm just going to check my tent. It's not worth fucking... Not worth ignoring that, man.
It wasn't meant to get windy, what's this all about?
No. It'll be alright, wouldn't it?
It came in but then flipped back thingy back in. Oh, I better move that. Wow, this is mental weather, right? This, honestly. So it's about 9:15, maybe 9:30. We've been in here about 7 hours just hiding from the rain in this umbrella. It's going to be one of the weirdest camps I've ever done, like. This wee heater has pretty much saved us. We were planning on having a fire as our plan B camp, but so much for the weather clearing up after 6. At least the rain's calmed down, but still heavy enough to soak you if you went outside. So it's safe to say everything is soaking wet. I was actually planning a camp tomorrow night, but I think I'll pass on that probably now. Everything's soaking. And it's to be like -5 tomorrow, so you really want to be starting with dry camping gear. You're just going to get wet wearing damp clothes going up a hill. It's disappointing, like, but it is what it is. At least the rain's calmed down a little, you can hear each other now. It's really heavy when we're making our dinner. It's pretty much stopped raining now finally. And that's the fire finally lit, and it's now 11:05. As you can see, that pretty much says it all. I'll go and show you the loch. Hopefully I'll be able to show you it because it is dark. It's mental to think in about 6 months' time it'll be daylight at this time and it's June again. So it's starting to hit the loch now. I'll show you in the morning. But I actually camped in the water pretty much. Well, obviously I didn't, but this time last year, roughly this time last year, it was November last year. And where that tree is, I'll show you in the morning, pretty much where the water is, that's where my tent was a year ago. It just shows you how much it's rained. This is where my tent is, as you can see, it's just absolutely soaking. I've managed to get most things inside the inn, and I think I've left the stove and the tent pegs that I didn't use in the vestibule. Yeah, bang on. That's the stove and the pegs there. Oh wow. Now it's really hard to tell if this thing's leaking because I pitched it up in the rain, but you can pretty much see I'm starting to dry the inner floor, which is good. Just the Nemo tensor and the Rab Mythic 600. Still got to put my pillows up. But yeah, pretty much throwing everything at the back of the tent there just to try and keep it out the vestibule because I knew that the ground would get really wet. Even inside here it's just soaking wet. It's probably the worst rain I've camped in, to be honest. That was 8 hours of non-stop rain between 2:30 and 10:30. You enjoying it?
Perfect.
Makes a big difference, like, just getting out.
I know.
I shall join you now that I've sorted my tent out. Wow, it isn't half came in the water, eh? You can see it from here. Aye. That's us both had enough. Just need to try and get the zip undone. Still really wet, like. Even though it stopped raining now for about maybe 2 hours. It's a mess in here, like. So that's the two of us back in our own tents. And we're going to call it a night. It is like 1 in the morning and we're both really tired. What a camp it's been. Probably the strangest camp I've ever done. Camping inside of some sort of fishing umbrella thing. But it done the job, and my wee gas heater was the heat source for tonight because it was too wet to have a fire. And yeah, when we arrived it went from being just cloudy to pretty much just non-stop rain for about 8 hours, and it was extremely heavy at points, which you would have heard hopefully throughout the video. So yeah, we're going to wrap it up, and I'll see you later on, folks. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a much more pleasant morning in comparison to what we've just had, which wasn't very pleasant. I'll see you then, folks. Alright folks, so I'm packing away and I'm just going to let you see the general area. You probably had David shut the gate there. Yeah, so anyway, I'll let you see the area. So, just to let you know, see that tree over there? With those two trees there, side by side? The last time I camped here, that's where the tent was. So you can see just how much the water has came in, and it is extremely deep as well, because it does go down, you know, quite steeply towards where the water usually is, so you wouldn't really be able to stand in there. It'd probably be up to your stomach and waist, and usually the trees over there are out the water too. So Dave has packed away everything. I've still got to take my tent down, so I'm going to do that right now and then I'll wrap the video up. But yeah, just thought I'd let you see the area and the water levels. I was a wee bit worried about this weekend because I knew that the hills would be quite windy, but I knew if we got the tents up it would be fine, but it was just too wet. I think the rain was the issue really yesterday, and you've seen the rain, how bad it was. You definitely would have heard it anyway. And then I knew that if you went to a loch or a river you would run the risk of actually not finding a spot because of the water levels. I knew that this bit here is quite open, so that's why I chose to come here, and that's why I chose Ben Ledi, because this was plan B, and obviously we ended up here. Disappointing trip, but yeah, it is a wee bit clearer. It did clear during the night, so had we got the tents up on the hill it would have been quite nice, but it just wasn't meant to be. Well, that's me all packed away, folks, pretty much. Just need to take this all up to the car, which is not far away from here. And I'm going to wrap the video up right now, just so I can get all my things. So as always folks, I really hope you've enjoyed this video, a lot different to the usual. And if you have, then click the like button to support the video, click the subscribe button to support the channel in future videos, and get involved in the comment section down below. It's always much appreciated when you do that. Thanks for watching, and until next trip, take care folks.